Hey, it's Peter Gregg. I'm in the kitchen, and today I'm going to use the electric pressure cooker, which is this baby right here, and I'm going to make rice, which is probably one of the easiest possible recipes to make, is rice. So, but what you do get is you get some of the best possible Reese's? No, that would be the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. And we're not doing Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, we're doing rice, just regular plain white rice. But I know a lot of new people have purchased an electric pressure cooker of some type. They are probably a very, 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 very indispensable tool for the kitchen. Maybe 1 out of 100 will go, I could take it or leave it. But most people go like, I cook with this thing 5 to 10 times a week. I cook with it once or twice a day. I make hard-boiled eggs. I make rice. I make Greek rice, which is called rice pilaf or pilafi. I make baby back ribs. I make sweet potatoes. I make the most awesome vegetable soup. Here, let me show you something. I'm going to step out of the frame. I do have the lapel mic on, so you can hear me while I'm coming over here to get this. But I'm getting this out of the freezer, and this is vegetable soup, frozen, that I vacuum packed. And I got about 15 or 20 of these in the freezer right now. And I made it in mostly 99% in the, many of you guys are going to call it the Instant Pot, because that's the most popular one on the market right now. But there's other brands, honest, I promise. So this is what my vegetable soup is. It's fresh from scratch, meaning everything that I made in here is fresh. Let's put this back in the freezer. And I'm going to close the door. I'm going to pick up the magnet that fell off of the refrigerator. And I'm not going to grunt. Oh, I grunted anyway. Okay, so how do we make rice? Now, many people will want to take and butter their pan. This is what the pan looks like. I suggest if you're going to get one of these, as a matter of fact, go in the link below or go to amazon.com/shop/Peter Gregg. Amazon gave me my own page that whatever it is that I want to show you, you can go there, you can click on it, you can read on it, and I will show you the pressure cooker that I think that you should be purchasing now. But the one that I have is a little older, but it's stainless steel, 18/8 or 10. So this is a good quality stainless steel. Much better than the Teflon ones, because the Teflon one scratches. So what do you need to make rice? Basically, you need 2 things. 1, 2, button your shoe. No, let's not go there. Okay, you're going to get rice. Now, there's different kinds of rice. I'm using Mahatma rice. Now, many people say, you got to rinse your rice. And many people say, you don't have to rinse your rice. The good news is, it's not something that's at a fervent, like, I'll kill you if you don't rinse your rice. You know, people can get like super passionate about what they do. So I'm going to rinse it because I can. So you can use a lot of spoons or tablespoons, or you can use this, and this is just 1 cup. I'm going to put 1 cup of rice here. I'm going to come over to the sink, and I'm just going to gently rinse this. And you know what? Very little of the rice dust that polishes the rice is coming off. Now, there's certain rices that I believe you mandatorily should rinse, and that's the one that starts with a B, like balsami or something like that. And then there's another one that starts with a J, and that's jasmine. I would rinse those for sure. Again, it's optional. I'm not going to have a fit and cry and scream and kick the counter if you don't. Now the white dust is starting to come out of the bottom, and that white dust is just simply because they polished the rice. So I'm going to turn off the water. I'm going to tappa, 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 get the water out. Then I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to put the rice right into my pressure cooker. I'm going to put this over here. All right, so I don't need to have the rice open anymore, so I'm going to close it because I try to be clean and neat when I cook, which does not happen very often. So if you use 1 cup of rice, the rule is 1 cup of rice. This is my rule. There's a lot of rules, okay? And 2 cups of water. Now this is plain white rice, nothing special. So this is 1 cup of water. And then there's a 2nd cup of water. And I turn off the water so you could hear that I turned it off. Okay. Now I'm going to very, very gently stir this so that the rice is kind of evenly laid out in there rather than making a hot spot. As a matter of fact, I'm going to clear a circle in the center because that's where the heating element is. All right, so after I do that, voila, I'm pretty much done for the preparations. This is the lid. You're going to put your lid on and you're going to turn it. I'm going to turn this a little bit so I can see it. Now, here's where the trick comes in, and this is a trick, all right? Because if you look at your electric pressure cooker, you've got a button for rice. You do. Look at your electric pressure cooker. There's a button that says rice. Is there one on here that says rice? Yep, there sure is. But I'm not going to use that. I'm going to just use the regular pressure cooker button, and I'm going to set it for 3 minutes or 4 minutes. You'll have to test it once or twice depending on your altitude, but 3 minutes is fine here. So I push it 3 times and that allows 3 minutes, and then I press my start button. So, and then I want to make sure that the pressure thing is in the down position and not the up position, or it'll never build up pressure. So it's going to bring it up to pressure. After it brings it up to pressure, it's going to trigger off the timer, and it's going to start coming down until it finishes in 3 minutes. Now here's where the trick is. You don't release it, because there's 2 kinds of releases you can do with an electric pressure cooker. You can do a manual release, which means you turn this to the up position and the steam comes out, or you just walk away and let it release on its own. So the 3 minute goes with a natural release, meaning you set it to 3 minutes, and then until you can actually open the cover again and it releases the lock pin, the one that's there for safety so that you don't blow up, you're going to leave it alone. So that takes about an additional 20 minutes. And you go, Peter, what about saving the saving time? I can cook rice in 20 minutes. Well, there's a couple of things going on here. Number one, everything is timed. Now you can get a rice machine to do that for you, but this is also under pressure. So under pressure is actually going to infuse any type of flavors, which we didn't add any, okay, into the item that you're cooking, and it's not letting the air escape. So actually it's keeping it in a much moister environment, meaning your enzymes and all the stuff that's the good part of rice, if there's any good part of white rice, right, it's going to stay in there. All right, so I'm going to stop the video now, and I'm going to come back when we're done, because it will be here for 20 minutes. Do you want me to talk to you for 20 minutes? Well, let's see. What can I talk about? All right, I'll be back in about 20 minutes. We'll open the top, and we'll see what the rice looks like. Alrighty, I am back. The time was actually less than 20 minutes. And as you can see, I can turn and open this. You can raise your steam thing for safety. Nothing, there's no pressure in here at all, but there is water. So I'm going to lift it away from my face. I'm going to put it down. Normally there's a hook over here that I can put it on. Going to get a fork out of the drawer, and let's take a look at the rice. Wow, beautiful fluffy rice. Look at that. The bottom is not burnt. And the rice is actually beautiful. There's a little burnt. Nope, that's not burnt. There's no burnt rice in here. I'm looking for any burnt rice. So this is how it looks. Now, if you want to be fancy when you plate it, get a little cup, like a coffee cup or something to that effect. Sorry for the noise. And a plate. Gosh, I'm into cameras. You'd think I'd know better than to have white plates, right? So now I'm going to take some of this. I'm going to spoon it right in to this. I'm going to put it in there. Probably should have put some butter in there. Then I'm going to turn it upside down on the plate. Oh, look at that. Take a look at that. The beauty. The beauty of a nicely plated rice. Now, what does this rice taste like? Tastes like rice. What else would it taste like? Let's find out. Actually, it's very well done. Not too soft to make it mushy, but not too hard where, you know, the guy that was cooking it didn't cook it right. So I would add a little bit of salt on there now and let the people put anything else they want on there like butter. So there's electric pressure cooker rice right there. So easy. 3 minutes, natural release, fluff up your rice, you're done. Oh, don't forget, if you want the link to the pressure cooker that I suggest, it should be in your kitchen. Also, any other notes pertaining to this show, in the description below. You're done. Okay, Peter Gregg in the kitchen. Catch you later. Bye-bye. Whoosh.